troll me, bro.
What do you mean I was going to troll you?
Yeah, you thought you were gonna bring
I said
somebody.
bring a big dog in here. I brought Jor in here. How did I think I was going to troll you? What are you talking about?
I have a question.
Come on, big dog. Don't fuck with me, Jimbo.
So I don't know. I just got to my Airbnb. I just don't know if I should be concerned in any way. There are certain things that are standing out to me, and I haven't quite been able to put my finger on it yet. But there's just something about this place. It's a little. There's something going on. You know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out what it might be.
Yeah, just don't let J-Hop see that Airbnb.
Oh my holy shit. Holy sh. 20 vision. Wow. 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 Unblock Vincent, he's sorry. I don't know who that is, but if he got blocked, there is a reason. I'll pack up my stuff and leave if I were you. I'll pack up my... Okay. Real quick, if there's any way, could somebody please gift one sub? If you haven't noticed, we've got a little bit of an issue. Okay? Okay. Just one. Just literally one sub. If one person could sub. Just, there's a thing going on right here. I don't know how to vary. Can I get a kiss? Does it say 6? It says 7? No, that's not what it says for me. Angel, I appreciate you. Does it actually say that? It doesn't. Crystal! Okay, we got it. We got it. For me, it did not. Now, oh! Look, it still doesn't. Can y'all see or no? Can y'all see up there or is the heart me's covering it? Oh no, it does show it. It shows it, right? Oh my gosh, thank you. Wait, who just did that? KK Ford. Oh my gosh, Liz. KK Ford, Liz. Sarah. My kiss. Oh my gosh, Sarah. Kaylee. Wait, guys. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so much. Oh, whoa, 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 Kaylee. Whoa, whoa, Kaylee. Whoa, 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 Kaylee. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, Kaylee. Kaylee, you're about to make me hit a little jig. Kaylee, thank you. Kaylee. Kaylee, thank you so much. You made me hit a jig. I freaking love y'all. Showbows, you are all good. It is all good. I just didn't like the number. That's it. Oh my gosh, Tammy. Tammy! Do you benefit more from gifts or subs? I'm actually not sure. Regina! I'm not sure, actually. I'm really not sure. I was really just looking because I didn't... Did y'all see which number it was on? I didn't like that. That's the main thing. Do you have an editor for your videos? I do have editors, but I don't have like a specific editor. I keep hearing movement. Regina, Carly, thank you. Christy. Are you done filming? Filming for AGT or what? Oh, tiny little fridge. Please have water. Is there no water here? Ugh. Smell bad. I need water. I'm gonna DoorDash water. Are you gonna worry about me because of the llamas? I don't know what the fuck they put in that bread, but it was nasty. Yo, Maddie. Thank you so much. Rihanna with the haunt pass. It's a ghost llama full of drama. Yo, I didn't even tell you what happened last night. So, I went to, instead of counting sheep, count llamas. Regina, I will. Kimberly, Maddie. Yo, Maddie, you're going crazy, Maddie. Llama meat? Ew. Okay, let me tell you a story about yesterday. So I went to go eat. I'm sure you might be asking yourself, where'd you go? Where'd you go, Jordan? Where'd you go eat? Well, let me tell you, I went to the Cheesecake Factory. That's right, I went to the Cheesecake Factory. I went back after my last really bad experience. But all Vincent did was send 600 roses on a glove. Unblock him. He's sorry. I'm sorry. But no. It wasn't gifting. It was an attack on my glove. It was an attack on my glove. Vincent, you fricked up. Nah, Cheesecake Factory is bomb. But let me tell you what happened. Yes, I am getting in contact with my parents. I spoke with both of them today. Oh, I was supposed to call my mom, but I forgot. Okay, sorry. She's asleep now. I just texted. How's the relationship with them now? Well, I've actually had a better relationship with them for a few years. Yeah. Okay, sorry. What happened to the Cheesecake Factory? Yeah. I went to the Cheesecake Factory yesterday, and they had an hour-and-a-half wait. And I was with a friend of mine, Landon, who I haven't seen in a very long time. And Landon was like, oh, man, like, everything's closing. Like, we're not going to be able to go get anything. And I'm really hungry right now. And there's just something about Landon and I's relationship that whenever we were in a boy band together touring around Germany, we always used to, terrorize the Germans. And we'd also finesse a tan. We were going to get a tan. Yes, Tink, this is after I left Selena. We were going to get a tan, and the lady was like, no, too late, we close. And I was like, no, like, we just need a quick tan. We just need a quick tan. We were like 10 minutes. She was like, no, too late, no.
Jordan Blue, the boy who lives, come to die.
No! Sorry. I was at the Cheesecake Factory. So we went to get a tan in Germany. And fuck, I'm never gonna finish the story. I went to go get a tan. Hey,
Daddy.
Okay. All right.
What?
I'm just trying. Weird things are happening tonight. Very weird things. I'm trying to tell them a story. Every time I tell a story, somebody requests me. I'm like, I have to answer because I like these people, and I answer, and it's just weird shit that goes on.
You like me?
Hint. Okay.
Do you like me like me?
10 seconds ago. Do you know what just happened?
Tell me.
Voldemort answered the phone and said, Jordan Blue, the boy who lived, prepared to die. And then I hung up.
So you got prank called.
This is on live. It was visibly Voldemort.
There's a Voldemort on TikTok Live?
Yes. And she just requested me.
I thought Voldemort was a he. Have I been misgendering Voldemort my whole life?
Something crazy's going on, Cody. Can I?
Well, I had a woman in her 50s call me daddy. So I do feel the weirdness going on tonight. I do.
Are you hairy, baby?
Baby? Yeah. Yeah, fellas, listen, I don't think asking a woman, are you hairy, baby? It was BBY, by the way. It was R like the letter R, U, hairy, BBY. Is that what works these days? Are you hairy, baby? Oh, Jesus.
So there's this one person that comes into my chat every once in a while. Oh, very rarely. But then we'll like spam for like 10 minutes. Are you cut? Are you cut? Is it snipped?
Do you have a hoodie?
No.
No. Oh, so you're hoodless.
But that's what they're asking.
Hey, type shit. Same.
Okay.
Oh, shout out to my mom for having me circumcised, bro. She a real one.
Okay.
What?
Dana. Oh my gosh.
What's the problem? Shout out to my mom.
Samantha, Dana.
Did you clean the rice out of your chair wheels yet? No. But I did light a candle and it actually smells good in here right now.
Show me the
It did
floor.
smell like a gym locker room earlier, though. It was fucking bad.
Can I see the floor?
Okay, you can see the floor if you can do me a favor and fix your strings. Good boy. Okay. Yeah, I threw the carpet out. So the floor is empty. I threw the carpet out. I think there was no way I was cleaning that.
Well,
I threw it in the trash.
To clarify, I don't think it was on purpose, but you did mislead me.
How did I mislead you?
That's not a carpet, that's a rug.
So it's like a carpet that has like a sticky bottom. So it like sticks to the ground. So when you're rolling your chair on it, it doesn't move. Or if you're doing any other business on the floor, it doesn't move.
You had a sticky bottom, but you got rid of it?
Yeah, I hate having a sticky bottom. Most of the time I just fart it out though.
Okay.
Sorry. What's happy Friday, man. What's going on over there? Where are you? Are you back home?
No, of course. I think you knew better than to ask that.
Yeah, where are we? New York? Oh, welcome to Jacksonville. Oh, you're in Florida. You want to hang out?
No. There's
all right,
something
I'll just go fuck myself.
really weird going on here, though.
Yeah, you think they got like cameras in there and shit? Wait, what is this for? Why are we in Jacksonville?
I have a private event tomorrow of a show.
You're showing your privates?
No. Sorry, no.
You're covering your microphone, by the way.
Oh, thanks. Sorry, no, I'm singing.
Yeah, I got you. Oh, nice. Are you singing and showing your privates? Because I would definitely love to come.
I honestly don't know. This is the first time I've ever performing in a VIP room. Do you want to know? This is the weirdest. This is like really weird. Everything about this is really weird. So first of all,
You've been saying that a lot tonight, but I haven't really heard anything like too weird except Voldemort is a she.
it's gonna continue to get weird. I have to explain it. And then chat, remind me, Cheesecake Factory, to finish telling you the story. So
Wait, I want to hear the Cheesecake Factory story.
no, there's too many things to talk about right now. You have to pick
Sorry.
one.
Okay.
All right. Let's
Yeah.
start with the trip to Jacksonville.
All right, yeah, tell me the weirdness that went on.
First of all, this show in itself is a different style of show that I've ever done before.
Thank you.
Meaning that I have one 30-minute set and then a 15-minute set in a VIP room, which is like 3 songs. Like 5 songs, maybe.
Like a VIP room at like a strip club?
I hope not. No, it's a sorority reunion.
That could be interesting.
And they told me don't cancel me. But they told me, they were like, yeah, everybody here is going to be black, so sing that. And I was like, okay, I don't know what that means at all.
How does one sing black?
I guess they mean like R&B, but like, I don't know exactly. So I'm just going to be like, I told them, give me a set and I'll sing whatever you want me to sing.
You're just going to be doing like covers?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And so it's like a 30-minute set and then a 15-minute set in a VIP room, which I've never heard before. Anyway, so I went to get on my plane. And then as I was going to get on the plane, I like twisted my ankle very slightly. It wasn't, I didn't twist my ankle. It was like one of those when you're walking, you're like, oh. You know what I mean? And so I did that.
The print is crazy in those pants, by the way.
Okay,
But continue. Sorry.
And they like put me in a wheelchair. And I was like, I don't need this. And they're like, yes, you do. And I was like, okay. So they put me in a wheelchair, put me on the plane, and I was fine. And I skipped the whole little line and just got me on the plane. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then when I got off of the plane, I'm walking just fine. And they were like, sir, sit down. We have your wheelchair. And I'm like, oh, no. Like, I'm fine. They were like, no, sir, we insist. I'm like, okay.
So
and
you got pushed all the way through the airport in a wheelchair.
They grabbed my bags for me and everything.
That's kind of gangster. I might intentionally like roll my ankle the next time I go on a flight.
So that happened.
Anna, thank you so much.
And then I got to the Airbnb and why can't I scroll up? There we go. I got to my Airbnb and I guess I didn't look hard enough and realized that this is an apartment attached to a main house. So I just went to walk in the main house and then got greeted by a very large and aggressive dog.
Oh, so it's like a mother-in-law suite, like kind of thing.
I guess. And then I was like, I'm so sorry. And they were like, yeah, it's not the main house. It's the house on the side. And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. So I went to the house on the side and I walked in and there's just something strange about it. And I'm not sure what it is exactly.
Well, if I had to guess based on there's some sort of like animal fetish going on here. Maybe an alpaca fetish. Wait, George, did you book this Airbnb?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am
So
sure.
somebody booked this for you. Do you think maybe they... That's a lot. Those are alpacas, right? Or are those fucking the other things? What are the llamas? Is that a llama or an alpaca?
Well, I think it's a llama, and this one's fluffy.
I think the one next to it has a horn.
It does have a horn.
That one has a horn. Oh no, llama. So they're all llamas. Okay. Yeah, I feel like there's definitely a lot of cameras hidden around that room.
And there's definitely something strange going on here. 100%.
Yeah, I don't think I would leave like my boxers, you know. If I was staying in that Airbnb, I would stay in boxers at all times, even when I showered. Yeah. Yeah, that is a little weird. Wait, when you were greeted by the big dog and the people were like, "Oh, it's not this house." What were they like?
He seemed normal. But he was just like, it's not the main house, it's the side house. And I'm like, okay, sorry.
Llama, red pajama. Yeah.
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 And so that's a little bit of the weirdness. And then, chat, what was the other weird? The Cheesecake Factory. I've never told you about the Cheesecake Factory story.
No, but I'd love to hear it.
Bro.
I'm getting ready to go to bed soon, so this is going to be like my bedtime story.
Oh, no. You're going to
And then you got to tuck me in and turn me into a burrito.
You're going to have nightmares. Okay. So, real quick, I want to preface by saying this. I cannot stress enough that there are certain aspects, you know me, I could be silly, goofy, and there are times when I can be serious. And I'm like, what I'm talking about is serious. Like, I'd like to have a serious conversation. And there's a lot of people in this app, you just cannot have a single serious conversation. It's just everything's a joke.
Yeah. Are we having a serious conversation?
Well, it's a serious situation that happened to me. And
Okay.
I try to express it and tell people, and they always just laugh kind of, and they like think that I'm joking or something. I'm like, I am so serious that this happened to me right now. It was a little traumatic. I mean, like, fuck it. You know what I mean? I'm good. I'm fine. But like, it was a little traumatic. I'm like, maybe
I can't promise that I won't laugh, but I will do my best.
Okay. Just take me seriously. I'm not fucking. Okay. All right. Have you ever been to the Cheesecake Factory?
Yes, love it.
So you're familiar. It's great. It's great.
Great.
I love cheesecake. I used to tell my mom I would eat a cheesecake if a hobo gave it to me off the street. That's how much I love cheesecake. Okay.
Valid. I love cheesecake as well.
So I was with, this is a couple years ago. This has happened. There's a new Cheesecake Factory story, which is what I was talking about, but you've never heard the original. So now I have to tell you about it in order for you to understand the new one. Okay. But this is a couple years ago. I was with this girl at the time and we broke up. She broke up with me and it was very depressing. We'd been together for like a couple years. And so I decided, I was like, fuck, man, like this shit sucks. And I was like, I want to go get some cheesecake and stuff my face with some cheesecake. So I decided I'm going to go to the Cheesecake Factory and I'm by myself. I'm going to go and I'm going to eat cheesecake, right?
As you should.
So I go and I walk in and they seat me. I'm by myself. They seat me at this table, like 14, 15 seats, like huge table. And I'm like, why? Why would you ever do that, right? Huge table. And they sit me down. I'm like, okay. And I'm thinking like maybe at some point, like they either got something wrong or they're going to be like, oh, you know, actually sit here, whatever. I don't know. But I just sit down and I start reading the massive menu that they have. And it's like a chapter book for anybody.
Yeah. It's a big book. There's a lot of shit at cheesecake.
So long. So I'm sitting there and I'm trying to figure out what I want. And this family walks in, big family or big group of people anyway, 10, 11, 12 people, like a lot of people. And they're at the host stand and they're standing up there and I'm just looking at what I want to try to figure out or whatever. And like 5-10 minutes goes by and I look up and they're still standing there, but they're like looking at me upset. And I'm like, okay, if I had to guess,
they're probably supposed to be the ones sitting there.
They're supposed to have this table. And so I'm sitting there, I'm like really confused. And so I call the host over. Her name's Rebecca. I call her over. Rebecca. She comes over. I'm like, hey, do you think maybe you want to put me at a, smaller table and accommodate for this family? They seem like they want this table pretty bad. I don't need it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is where things get weird. Mm-hmm. She looks at me. She looks at the family. She looks at me and she goes, you can see them too? And I'm like, the family? Like, what are you? Yes, I can see them. And she goes, they're ghosts. They've been haunting this place for years. It's a ghost family. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck is going on right now? And she's like, I can't do this. And she just leaves. She leaves me. She drops this bomb on me and then exits the room. And I'm like, what is happening right now? And I'm sitting there like trying to collect myself and be like, what do I do in this situation? Do I ask for a manager? Like what is... And the other host walks up to me and goes, sir, you cannot be sitting here. This table is much too large for you. You're a single man after all. And I'm like, okay, ow. First of all, don't have to, right?
Don't have to kick you while you're down.
And I'm like, but secondly, like, I'm okay with that. I think that they should see her. I just tried to tell Rebecca that. And she goes, Rebecca's been dead for years. And I'm like, okay. So you mean to tell me you've got a ghost host? And they're like, yeah, we've got a ghost host. I'm like, well, that ghost host just told me that y'all are the ghosts. And they go, us ghosts? We have the most living flesh. And then they look at themselves, they look at me, and then they get up under their table and they get up under my table and they start to do a little dance like this. And they're like, would a ghost family do a dance like this? I'm like, yeah, I don't know, probably. And that's when I get up and I look around me and everyone around me is ghosts. Everyone in the building. I get up there and I do like any reasonable person would do. And I get up there, I run out of the Cheesecake Factory as fast as I can across the street to the nearest Chili's. And I go up to the host at the Chili's and I go, you will not believe what just happened to me at the Cheesecake Factory. And she goes, the Cheesecake Factory? We haven't had a Cheesecake Factory in this town for years. And then she floated her way through the fucking ceiling.
Okay. Is that it?
And as if things couldn't get any worse.
It's not it.
I haven't eaten anything. I'm broken up with. I'm alone. And I'm hungry. And I think to myself, I don't even deserve to have cheesecake at this point because what the fuck was that? You know? And then I go home and I decide, you know what? I'm not even going to eat anything. I'm just going to go to sleep alone and hungry. Well, maybe not because I haven't eaten anything and I should eat a little something, maybe some toast or like some bread, some toast. You know what I mean? So I grab some bread and it's everything rye bread. It's got the little seeds on top. You know what I'm talking about?
Like sesame bread?
The everything rye bread. It has like
yeah. The good shit.
It has the seeds on top.
Like an everything bagel. So good.
Exactly. And so I go to grab that and put it in the toaster, and from the smallest seed on the loaf, a man emerges and he says, I am the sovereign of the grain, repent for your sins. And I'm like, sir, what the fuck is happening right now? I'm having a really shitty day. And then he transfixed me into what I can only explain as a metamorphosis. And I was dough, and he was kneading me. Throw him up in the air, like I'm pizza dough, like I'm fucking pizza dough. And then I enter an oven, I guess. What it feels like is a blowtorch on my back. And he goes, is this what you like? Like your baked Alaska, like your creme brulee? And I'm like, sir, like what is happening right now? Like I haven't ever experienced this before. I've had a really shitty day. Like now's not the time. You know? And he goes, you bitch. You've been throwing away your pizza crust for years. People died. People gave their lives for this pizza crust, and you just toss it. You just toss it in the trash like it's yesterday's news. And I never got to eat anything that day. It was
Yeah, I don't think the llamas are the issue anymore.
What do you mean?
M with the heart me, thank you so much. All right, I don't want to interrupt you, but like is that the end?
That's pretty much it, yeah.
That's the end. Okay. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why we don't do drugs.
I knew you weren't going to take me seriously.
No, I do take you serious, but seriously, this is why we don't partake in those types of extracurricular activities. Maybe we just watch some like Netflix or something instead.
I'm serious.
Let me ask you a question. Have you like had any beverages while you've been at this Airbnb? Like, have you drank the water?
No.
Or...
No, they didn't have any water, actually. I was about to order something. Reminded me.
You're welcome. So how many other people have you told this story to?
I don't know, a few, like maybe 10. Anna with the sub.
Well, I'm sorry that you weren't able to get your cheesecake.
It's okay. Thank you.
Yeah. But if you ever find yourself in my neck of the woods, I would love to go to Cheesecake Factory with you. So you don't have to sit alone.
Where? What part of Florida are you in?
Southwest.
Okay.
So I'm like 5 hours from Jacksonville.
Okay. How far away from Miami?
2.5.
Where? Okay.
I'm like directly across from Miami for the most part. Urka, thank you so much.
Amy!
I've heard this story so many times, I know it word for word.
Is that Erica?
Oh, it's not Urka. It's Erica. It's not Urka.
OG Urka?
Yeah, Urka.
Yeah. She actually left my chat. She told me, she said goodbye whenever I started telling you.
Oh, so she still listened to the story because she was over here.
Yeah.
Heard it 4 times. 4 times. Yeah, so what's the new cheesecake story?
Well, so this is not necessarily in cohesion with the other.
It just so happens to be that like cheesecake is involved.
Yeah, I went back to Cheesecake Factory for the first time since that happened last night. And so I got there with a friend of mine, Hannah with the Hannah, thank you. I got there with a friend of mine, Landon. I was in a boy band with him. And we went around Germany for a while. We lived in Germany for like a year. And we just used to like terrorize the Germans. It was really fun. We'd like roll down the window and like bark at them. And
How the tables have turned, right?
the Germans fuck with me now? I don't get it.
No, just continue.
Okay. And so yeah, we did. Oh, okay. I get it. Never mind. Sorry. Anyway, so we went back to Cheesecake yesterday, and it was like an hour before they closed. We got there at like 9:10. They closed at 10, and we're like hurrying up and trying to get a table. It was just the two of us, and we we're gonna eat fast, so that we didn't like fuck them over or anything like that. But when we got there, they were like, they just kind of like, no, we're not taking it anymore. We were like, well, what do you mean? Like, how long is the wait? And they were like, an hour and a half. You want to wait an hour and a half for a table? And then we were like, no, we're fine. And so we just walked up. It was like an escalator. It was like the host stand and then an escalator up to the actual. So we just left, and there was a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, you went to the one in LA?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, been there many a time.
Yeah, and so we went up the escalator and we went to Cheesecake Factory, and we just found a table. Oh yeah, sorry. Let me backtrack. Landon is a little younger than me, but he's we used to do all this shit in Germany and shit like that, and we were really good at finessing. So like, this is the part of the story I was on whenever you requested me. We went to go get a tan one time, right? And the tanning lady, this is Germany, and she was like, nine. And just like, no more tanning, right? No more tan. And they all asked me to be the one to speak because I spoke a little German and I could like at least try to finesse. They don't fuck with people who just only speak English and just don't even attempt to learn their language. And so I'm like, okay, I'll try, right? So I speak with her after she already told Landon, no, you can't come in. And then I was like, please, like, we only need 10 minutes. And so she starts speaking English now to everybody. And she's like, no more, no 10 minutes, too late, you leave. And then we're like, please, ma'am, like, we only need 10 minutes. And she was like, no more. And she starts getting very aggressive. And Landon's just like, please, what about 5 minutes? And she goes, okay, 7 minutes. And we were like, okay, like, okay. So she gave us 7 minutes in the tanning beds.
Give me thank you.
And we did the 7 minutes, then we left. And so that I just say that to say that like Landon's brain goes to like, I want to finesse right now. That's what I want to do is let's finesse.
Yeah, finesse is a fancy way of saying manipulation. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. And so we went to the Cheesecake Factory and they said no table, Sean. And Landon looks at me and he's like, sure, let's finesse. He's like, let's finesse. And I'm like, all right, follow me. And so we walk up the escalator and we find a table and we sat down. And the waitress came up like 2 minutes after we sat down. I was like, I'm so sorry for the wait. I know you must be starving by now. And we're like, yes, we've been waiting for an hour and a half. I'm so hungry. She's like, I'm so sorry about that. We're going to get you some drinks on the house, like whatever. And I was like, fuck yeah. Like, so anyway, my situation yesterday was much better. And it turns out that because I do this thing whenever I'm with friends, like if we ever go out together, I'm going to be like, guys, do you know that Cody's actually famous? This guy's famous right here. He's famous. Yeah, look him up on TikTok, like whatever. And so I started doing that to Landon because he's an influencer. And I was like, yeah, he's actually famous. He's going to be on a Netflix show coming out soon, like yada, yada, whatever. And he was like, no. You know America's Got Talent? He's on America's Got Talent, whatever. And she was like, I don't care. I was on The Price is Right. So we followed each other on Instagram. She's like 238 followers. I was like, I'll follow you right now. So it was a funny situation last night, but it was much better situation.
Yeah, not like as crazy as the ghosts and shit. Did you get some cheesecake at least?
We did. Yeah, we got some cheesecake.
Good. I love that for you.
Yeah, I finally got my cheesecake. So.
Yeah. I feel like, like our friendship is kind of growing, us like storytelling and stuff like that.
Not the only thing.
You're telling me. Can I tell you a story?
Finger my ass!
Can I tell you the story about Chili's?
Oh gosh, yeah.
All right. So obviously, Lance and I we're like this, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So one time I decided I was living in New York at the time. And I told Lance, I'm like, yo, I want to come down and hang out. He's like, yo, by all means, go ahead. He was in the process of like renovating his house. So I went down there with who was my girlfriend at the time. And we stayed in a hotel. It was called the Howard Johnson. I think they were, you know, cooking illegal substances in the rooms like next door. It wasn't really like the nicest of hotels, but the girl I was staying with, I was like, hey, why don't we like go grab something to eat? Let's go to like Chili's or something. So we hop in an Uber and we head over to Chili's. Now I don't know about you, but sometimes when I go out to eat, I like to grab like maybe like a cocktail, you know, just to kind of lighten up the mood. Well, one cocktail turned into 30 cocktails.
As it does.
Next thing you know, I am fucking blitzed out of my mind, right? Gone. So
And it's just you and Lance at Chili's.
No. It was me and the girl, my ex-girlfriend that I had brought. It was just us.
Okay. Oh,
So we go back to the hotel, and you know, for me, alcohol is a little bit of like an aphrodisiac. You know, I start drinking, and all of a sudden, like, dude, if my toaster was wearing a skirt, like I am fucking my toaster. So we get back to the hotel, and I'm like trying to get a little freaky, you know, and sometimes like I don't always just to like to rush right into it and just like start doing the deed. I like a little foreplay. So I was like, hey, well, why don't you head down south with your mouth?
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep this like kind of PG-13. And now I was doing YouTube at the time. So she makes her way down there, and I look down, and she looks up at me, and she's giving me this weird look. I'm like, what's going on? And she proceeds to give a little sniff, and I'm like, oh shit, like I wasn't even like sweating today, like it wasn't like a crazy day, you know, but she was like, your smells like Chili's. I was like, oh, well, we just had Chili's, but you know, it's kind of ironic that my smells like Chili's. So what do? I proceed to pick up my vlog camera and just start recording everything that's like kind of going on. And I look into the camera and I scream at the top of my lungs as loud as I can. I got that chili in the hotel and uploaded it onto YouTube. The video is still up to this day.
What did it show?
I don't think it showed much. I think it was mostly just me screaming,
And
I got that chili.
How long is the video?
I don't remember. I'd actually have to go find it. It's been a while, but it's definitely on YouTube. It's definitely up there. And since that's the chili story, but have I told you the water bottle story yet?
Yeah, well, I know of Cody's water bottle, so I got the gist of it in the middle of a series, but I can't imagine I know the full story.
Well, I'd love to tell you the whole thing. If you got time you told me 2 stories, I think it's fair if I share 2. Okay.
For sure.
Well, that was the chili story. Wait, how many people do you have over there right now?
Only 76.
Okay, cool. All right, great. Guys, please don't screen record this. So, you know, as a man, I feel like you can relate to this. You know, sometimes late at night, if you're having problems sleeping, you know, sometimes we handle our business and it helps us get a good night's sleep, right? You know, we just, whack the weasel, if you will. You know, just try getting a good night's sleep. So I'm like, well, fuck, I can't sleep. It's like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning at this point. I'm like, let me just try handling my business, see if maybe I can get a good night's sleep. I didn't really prepare. I was laying in bed. I didn't really prepare. So like I didn't have a sock handy. I didn't have a towel handy. And I'm like getting towards the end and I'm like, shit, like I don't want to make a mess and like have to clean it all up. However, I did have a half-drinking water bottle on my nightstand. So I immediately reach over, grab the bottle, untwist the cap, put it right to the tip, and handle my business. Great, all said and done. We're about to get a good night's sleep. I close up the water bottle. I go to the kitchen. I get a brand new water bottle. I come in, I go to sleep. Now, back to the whole drinking side of things. You know, like, if you go out drinking, you wake up in the middle of the night and you have that, like, it's like you've been in the desert for 7 days. You are just so dehydrated and so thirsty. Like, there's like a mirage, like, of just water everywhere. This is how thirsty you are. Well, I wake up in the middle of the night. It's like 4:30 in the morning, 5 in the morning, whatever. And I'm so fucking thirsty. So what do? I grab the water bottle next to me. I open it up and I start swigging. It tasted like the ocean.
Oh god.
So I'm like, oh fuck, this is the wrong water bottle. And it wasn't like I didn't take like a little swig. Like I gulped quite a few times. And yeah, I basically turned my mouth into my own daycare.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was the last time I ever used a water bottle.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So those are my stories.
Video on YouTube?
There's no video of that, no. But most of my chat knows that story. They've been hearing it for years.
Yeah, Nipple Flicker heard me that said that she's heard it at least 5 times.
Yeah. Yeah, I always find myself in this like predicament of like where I just decide to share this story. It's like maybe once or twice a year I share it. This was like 7 years ago that this happened. 6 years ago.
A predicament?
It was definitely a predicament and a salty experience, to say the least.
Wow.
Yeah. And that myth that they say drinking pineapple juice makes it taste better is a fucking lie.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Yep. I was indulging in a lot of pineapple juice at the time. Speaking of time, would you look at it? 10:45. I think it's time for me to go to sleep.
Well, you have a good night of sleep tonight, and Cody, I hope
I promise you, I am going to have the best night's sleep. No water bottle though this time. No water bottle. All right. It was a pleasure. Thank you for sharing your stories with me. I will see you Monday.
Awesome. I'll send you a couple pictures to make it easier.
Okay, make sure you're wearing the candy thong that I like.
Yeah.
All right.
MB with the headphones. God, this guy. Laura! Sorry, I gotta order my stuff now. Ugh, I can't stand people who are just so angry at life. Don't book me for a gig if you got a problem. Let me see, I gotta order this now. Send your hot me's, people, party people, pretty people, people, party. I'm ordering the water right now. Faith. Oh my gosh, Lindsay. Joel, Lindsay. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Diana. Shorty! Oh no, Brandy. What happened? Are you okay, Brandy? Lauren, Shorty, thank you. Laura, thank you. Goodness. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to order this water real quick. I'm trying to think, like, I kind of want food, too. I definitely want food. I haven't eaten anything. Lady doesn't want to pay for my Ubers from the airport to the show. Or to the from the airport here and here to the show. But, whatever. But she also wants me to wear pink, and I don't have anything pink. So I told her I was going to catch my Ubers to a store tomorrow to go buy something pink for the show. But if she wouldn't mind, at least just covering the $25 Ubers from the airport to here and from here to there. And then the response was, now, Jordan, that is unfair. You negotiated your rate, which includes agreed and paid. We are a non-profit, which, okay, I mean, like, I get that, I understand that, but, like, I'm not a non-profit, you understand? Like, I'm trying to survive and make money doing what I'm doing. I'm not singing for free. This is not, just to be clear, this is not at all a, what do you call it? A charity event in any way, shape, or form. This is not a charity event at all. But we are a nonprofit with rules and protocols, not an ATM. Okay. Well, that's fine. I'll pay for my Ubers, but you best believe I'm not coming in nothing pink. Not at all.
Hola,
Hola, ¿cómo está?
muy bien. ¿Y usted?
Bien. ¿Tú hablas inglés?
No, yo hablo castellano, español.
Poquito.
Ye-
Bye. Que solo una, disfruta el momento, que el tiempo se acaba y para atrás no verá.
¿Usted canta esa?
Poquito.
Ah, sí, bien bueno, bonito.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches, a una batalla, a ver.
Adiós. Ay, no. Lo siento. No. She wanted a battle. Crystal! She wanted a battle. Let me see. Yeah, I know. But I enjoy being on live, so and I enjoy the battles. I don't want to battle just to make money, and that's what that would have been, because we wouldn't have talked. We can't communicate. We can't banter. You know what I mean? So it would have just been everybody send us money. You know what I mean? I don't really. Everybody send us money. You know what I mean? I don't really care about. I don't really care about that.